make sure you subscribe. Actually, this is going to be a short clip of a video that I'm going to upload. So we're going to talk about actually AMIN Dada. Yes, a lot of you already told me, well, asked me actually, what do you think about AMIN Dada? You know, his regime, what he did, what are your thoughts? So I'm like, okay, let's talk about it together and let's see what happened. I'm actually doing this on my cell phone because my camera is here, you know. And about Amin, honestly, it's sad because whatever he did, it is what it is. We cannot change a thing. First of all, we don't even know when he was born exactly. We know that he's from the Kagwa or the Lukbal tribe. And he was born in the 1920s, y'all. Either 1923 or 1924, because he joined the army when he was 17 or 18. And because he was super aggressive, so aggressive, that is the right word, they kept on promoting him. You know, he worked in the British Army force that were there in Uganda, and they kept on promoting him. At one time, he was even sent to go and, you know, improve his military skills in Scotland, which was, I don't want to say terrible mistake, but, you know, it's what happened because they thought he was doing great. And he was also a polygamist because he had 6 wives and approximately 40 kids, yes. And he killed lots of people. Some point, he even killed his own brother, you know, and that was really sad. If they asked how did he overthrow the government, most of the African leaders, they actually organize a coup. A coup is when a leader or someone comes up with a strong army who are on his side, of their side, and then what they do is they plan or organize to go and overthrow the government. So that is a coup. So he overthrew the second president, who was Obote Milton, and he became the president. By that time, you know, president had gone for a meeting in Singapore or somewhere. I can't remember the exact place. And yeah, so when Obote came back, he could not come back in the country, so he went and resigned. He went to stay or seek for asylum in Tanzania. So that is where he stayed. The current president of Tanzania recognized him, and, you know, he was welcomed there. And then, you know, after 8 years, because the reign of terror, the regime of terror of Amin Dada lasted for 8 fearful, stressful, painful years, because people were being killed. And when he was the head of the army, he would torture people by cutting off their genitals. Most of them were being killed by hitting them with a hammer on their heads. So yeah, that is what he did most of the time. Because when the president that he overthrew was still in power, he sent Amin to go and see what was happening. You know, when he reached there, he responded by just massacring lots and lots and lots of people from the center who were the Baganda. And yeah, so if someone said, now someone who's dumb like him, how did he become the president? He was very strong. He had this, they called it natural intelligence with the soldiers. So he had the commanding language. That is, I think, how he even gained the strong army. That is how, you know, he was promoted, because he was the head of the army. Okay, that was how he was. And with the head of the army, it means, because actually, in order for you to be a president, most of the Africans, what they do is they secure the trust and the army force to their sides. So if those people are rocking with you, you can do whatever you want. You can overthrow the world, okay? I mean, your country. So that is what he did. And then from 1971 to 1979, that is what happened. And, you know, it was very stressful, very fearful. Lots of people died. He was later on also actually overthrown by the same president that he also overthrew, because when he was in Tanzania, he also organized a strong coup that was so strong in that he was able to come and overthrow the government. Yeah. And for him, he went into exile. He fled the country. I was going to say he fled the country. He fled the country, you know, where he lived there in asylum, in exiled until 2003, when that is when he died of kidney failure. But you know, I think he was the only African leader who was not assassinated after being overthrown. Yes. And hey, we're going to be continuing with the story of Amin Dada. And hey, stay tuned and let me know your humble opinion, okay? I am more than happy to reply. And whatever I know, I'll be more than happy to share it with you. Until next time, bye guys.